Welcome to the Grim Tapes. Tonight, we take you on a journey into the twisted hallways, the endless staircases, and the eerie legends that have made the Winchester Mystery House one of the most haunted and bizarre places in American history. This is not just the story of a mansion. It is the story of grief, guilt, spiritualism, and perhaps the supernatural. Was Sarah Winchester haunted by restless souls? Or was her sprawling architectural oddity simply the result of psychological trauma and wealth combined? Tonight, we peel back every layer of this chilling enigma. The tragic origins. Our story begins with Sarah Lockwood Winchester, a well-educated woman from New Haven, Connecticut. She married William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, the rifle that became infamous during the American frontier and countless wars. But their life together would be short and filled with sorrow. The couple's only child died in infancy, and years later, William succumbed to tuberculosis. These events left Sarah devastated and alone, but also unimaginably wealthy. She inherited an estimated $20 million, plus nearly 50% ownership in the company. That would be billions in today's currency. But money could not buy peace. The spiritualist movement and the medium's warning. In the late 1800s, spiritualism was sweeping across the United States. Seances, mediums, and attempts to communicate with the dead became common, especially among the grieving upper class. Sarah, broken by her loss, sought answers from a medium. According to legend, the medium told her she was being haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. The only way to appease them? Move west and build a house for the spirits, that must never be completed. If she continued building, she would live. If she stopped, she would die. The house that never slept. Sarah traveled to California and purchased an unfinished farmhouse in San Jose in 1886. From that day forward, construction never stopped. Not during the day, not at night. Round-the-clock workers added staircases that led to nowhere, doors that opened into walls, windows in the floor, rooms within rooms. The architecture was a labyrinth designed to confuse and trap spirits. The house once stood at 7 stories high before the 1906 earthquake reduced it to 4. Today, it has over 160 rooms, 10,000 windows, and dozens of secret passageways. The paranormal claims. Visitors and workers at the Winchester Mystery House have long reported ghostly encounters. Cold spots, phantom footsteps, whispers in the dark, and apparitions that vanish upon sighting. Some say Sarah herself never left the property. A few stories stand out: a spectral handyman repairing the fireplace, a shadow figure seen watching from the balcony, a disembodied voice calling a tour guide's name. Paranormal investigators have spent nights inside the house and reported unexplainable activity, though skeptics argue it's all psychological suggestion. The symbolism and psychology. Was Sarah trying to atone for the deaths her fortune enabled? The house can also be interpreted as a giant metaphor for guilt and grief. Rooms built and sealed off. Labyrinths with no exits. Endless construction that mirrors a mind trying to heal but never quite succeeding. Some historians believe Sarah was simply eccentric, or that she was experimenting with architecture and mysticism. Yet, her obsession with the number 13, the frequent use of spider web motifs, and other symbolic clues suggest a deeper purpose. The earthquake and the spirit room. The Great San Francisco earthquake damaged the house heavily, particularly trapping Sarah in what is now known as the Daisy bedroom. She believed the spirits were punishing her and sealed off the front part of the house permanently. The seance room, where she allegedly communicated with spirits and received instructions on what to build next, remains one of the most mysterious spots in the mansion. Only one entrance exists, but 3 exits, a symbolic design to confuse spirits. After Sarah's death and modern legacy. Sarah died in 1922, and construction stopped immediately. The house was sold and turned into a public attraction within months. Over the years, the legend grew, with Hollywood and horror fans adding their own spin to the tale. But the real mystery remains unsolved. Why did Sarah build the house this way? Was she truly haunted by spirits, or was this a massive architectural coping mechanism? Theories and interpretations. Some believe Sarah was an architectural visionary. Others say she was delusional. A few even claim she was an occultist protecting the world from vengeful spirits. Theories range from PTSD, secret societies, and Freemasonry to simple loneliness. But one thing is certain, the house still holds secrets. Pop culture and influence. The Winchester Mystery House has inspired films, books, and documentaries. From horror movies like Winchester to references in paranormal TV shows and games, the legend lives on. But many of these interpretations take liberties with the truth, blending fiction and fact. What's undeniable, however, is the cultural imprint this mansion has left. Final thoughts and the unanswered. The Winchester Mystery House continues to mystify. Whether it's a place of genuine haunting or a physical representation of emotional collapse, it challenges our understanding of belief, trauma, and architecture. Sarah Winchester's legacy isn't just her wealth or her sorrow, it's the haunting question her house still asks us. Are the ghosts real, or are they just reflections of our own fears? And now, dear viewer, it's your turn to enter the halls of mystery. What do you believe? Was Sarah Winchester haunted by ghosts, guilt, or grief? Do you think the house is truly cursed, or is it all an elaborate myth? Have you ever visited the Winchester Mystery House, or would you dare to? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this story as fascinating as we did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Grim Tapes, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a tale that chills you to the bone. We'll see you next time, where the truth is always stranger than fiction.